We chose the coldest day to do this. Somebody is shivering over here, but anything to bring you guys content. Are you in the market for a Tesla, but you're unsure of which one to get because they're all so lovely and they provide different needs for different people? Today, we are looking at the Tesla Model Y performance versus the Tesla Model S. I'm your host, DJ Ozone, aka Benga, and here is my lovely wife,
Christy.
all right. So this is her Model Y, and this is my Model S. We are going to look at 5 different categories to determine which is suitable for whom, or decide even if one is better than the other. Let's check it out. First, we are talking about looks. All right, which one do you think looks better? Let's go around the Tesla Model Y performance, and then we will look at the Model S itself. So this is the front. Let's walk around the Tesla Model Y. This is the performance, so it's sitting a little lower than what you have the actual long range or standard range Model Y. And that's it right there. And now the Model S. This is the standard Model S. And there you have it. Side profile for both of them. One sits a little higher than the other. And there you have it. Now let's look at the interior for the Model Y. First we will look at Christy's car here. And I'll hop in on the other side. This is how you get in. You have to push and pull. Basically, hers come with the white interior. The Model Y features one single screen. And what are your thoughts on the look of this vehicle?
This is definitely a big upgrade for me, so I love the looks. I'm not even really a car person, but love the look.
All right. So what about the looks exactly? Like, what do you mean? Because this is kind of like your first EV. Mm-hmm. This is your introduction to EV, and with this one screen, for instance, how do you find it?
Yeah. So I like the screen. I will say sometimes it's a little distracting for me while I'm driving. But when I'm not driving, I like having everything right here on one screen and not having to push multiple buttons like in a regular car. So I do like that part.
So you don't mind the lack of buttons and things
No.
like that. What about? And I see that you have that additional screen. Does that help in terms
Yes.
of knowing what speed you're going and stuff like that?
Yeah, so it's much easier to look, straight down from your mirror, or your window, your front window, than to keep looking to the right every time
right.
you're trying to figure out what your speed is. So
Okay.
I do appreciate the smaller screen too.
What about the drive-in? How comfortable is this ride? I believe this is the performance version. Mm-hmm. How do you find the drive-in?
So I probably am not the best judge of that because I'm not a performance driver.
But is it
I don't drive fast.
But is it comfortable for you? Do you find the ride harsh or?
No, it's a smooth ride. I don't have any issues there.
Okay. And how many people can you sit in this?
5 people.
Comfortably?
Yeah, it's family friendly.
Okay, let's check out the back seat and see what sitting in the back looks like. And this is the back seat of the Model Y. Somebody has a piece of cake here. Interesting. All right, so I am 6'2". I'm kidding. I'm a little, below that 6 feet tall situation, but that's with the seat pulled all the way back, and you still have. It's very roomy. There are 2 adults back here. That means one more person can sit back here, and you have all the leg room and everything. You have that lovely panoramic view, and this is what it looks like looking at the back. All right. All right, so this is the Model Y exterior and interior. Push button to exit the vehicle. And this is the Model S. I will take the driver's seat. Ooh. That's a little scary there. That's one of the things you have to watch out for these automatic handles that pull out. Okay. So this is the interior of the Model S. In terms of look, I definitely prefer this vehicle. It seems a little bit more refined. You still have that traditional look in terms of seeing what's right in front of you. And then you have this larger screen here. So if you were to choose one of the two based on looks alone, which one would you prefer?
On looks alone, I'd choose this car.
You choose this
Yeah.
car. All right. And again, we can still sit 5 as well. You have the same panoramic view. In terms of spacing, everything seems similar. Let's check out the back seat. Mind the mess. Don't mind the mess. Just keep transferring everything. All right, so here we are.
I never sat back here.
So that's what it looks like. My seat is further back in the driver's seat, and this is the amount of room that we have. The leg room, you're sitting differently, but I'm not sure if I would say this has more leg room. And then you have like this extra screen for your back passenger. However, I don't know how practical it is looking down for hours if you are traveling. Most people are either on their phone or tablet these days. All right, and this is the interior of the Model S long range. Anything you want to add to?
I think my car is definitely roomier in
Yeah.
the back.
You think so?
Yeah. And it's a different feel when you're sitting because these seats go down lower in the back.
You're sitting lower, and I feel
Yeah.
like it reclines more.
Right.
So
Right.
which would you say feels more comfortable though?
Mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think so? For the back passenger.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. Let's check out the back. Can you open your trunk? All right. So this is the trunk space for the Model S. This is what we have here. And the Model Y. The same thing. They both have the sub trunk. You have a big old tub here. Can you put that box? Let's see how it fits, and we'll try the same for the S as well. All right, so that's the box, and that's what it looks like. That's the amount of space you have left. We are not too big on specifications, or you can look all those numbers up.
Measurements.
We are looking at real life situation here. So can you please take the box and we test out the Model S's sub trunk? All right. Not as easy to get to. There we go. Oop. So it's wider. Even with things as, yeah. So it is wider, but it's not as deep, basically. And there you have it. Can you take it out, please? And same goes for the width of the Model S. Again, wider, shorter. And here you have taller and perhaps deeper trunk as well. All right. We are back in the Model Y. Category 1 for looks. We both agree on the Tesla Model S.
Oh, you agree too?
Yeah, that's why I chose it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the look of my car too, but the S is a little sexier.
Yeah. She said the S word. Yes, I definitely agree, especially when you have that black on black on black. Everything is just a looker. It has that wow factor. You get a lot of compliments and stuff on the looks, and you do too on the Model Y. If you have the performance black on black, it's just something about that black. Exterior, interior, everything is just aesthetically pleasing. So let's talk practicality.
Practicality, I would probably vote for my car. I think it's
Which one
roomier.
is yours?
The Y, sorry.
The Model Y.
I think it's roomier, a little more family friendly if you're going to be doing road trips and things like that. You want your people in the back seat to be comfortable. So I would say probably the Y for practicality.
For practicality.
Yeah,
But the Model S does have more range than the
that's
Y.
true. Yeah.
So you'll have less stops in terms of charging. The Y is as well. It's also not bad for traveling, especially for a family of 4 or 5 smaller children. Especially, it is very practical in that regard. You can still fit luggages and stuff like that in the Model S as well. So don't rule it out completely. The Y is just a little bit more convenient.
Yeah.
But
And we have done a road trip in the S.
right,
So
we've done
we and it was
almost,
a long one.
yeah, 600 miles, Charlotte to Philadelphia, and it fared very well. So I wouldn't rule it out for practicality as well. But the Y just has a little bit more convenience, so the Y takes that. Value,
You
definitely
know
the
better than
Y.
me.
Definitely the Y. The Model S is in the 70s. The Y is in the high 40s. You are getting almost the same features. Um, if you get the performance Y, you are somewhere in the 50s. And as of today, because Tesla's prices are always fluctuating, they're dropping prices, they're raising prices. So you're still, if you get the performance Model Y and you like to drive fun and fast and let me say you're a highly spirited driver, you will definitely enjoy the Model Y without spending too much, and you'll be getting a good bang for your buck, basically.
And that price range is for new.
Yes,
Okay.
for new. Um, yeah, and also there are tax rebates for both cars, I believe, right now. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So you can get it even a lot lower than that, and that is as of today, 2023 December. So keep that in mind. What else do we want to talk about?
would it value? Predictability. I mean,
Practi-
practicality.
predictability.
Goodness
Whoa.
gracious.
So value, practicality,
Looks.
looks, um, and driving experience.
Mm.
Let's talk driving experience.
So I haven't driven the S, I don't think, for a long period of time.
You drove the old S though.
Yeah, but it's different experience, you don't think?
Not really. It's still air suspension and um. So I'll speak on my experience. I feel as though the S is a little bit more um floaty.
Mm.
It's a little bit more comfortable. The performance Model Y has lower profile tires, so you will feel the road a little bit more. But if you again enjoy throwing your car in the corner and everything like that, they are both heavy vehicles. But I feel like the Y is a little bit more fun, but the S is faster.
Mm. Okay.
So they are both sub 3 seconds, a little over 3 second vehicles, 0 to 60. So you will have that speed. However, the Y takes the corner a little bit. The S is a heavier car, but it sits lower, so it has its advantage as well in terms of just enjoying the ride. But if you're cruising, I feel as though the S is great for that. But if you're into fun driving,
Yeah.
the Y is just a whole lot more fun.
I do like being higher up.
Yes.
I do like that part of
Yes,
the Y.
the S definitely sits lower. The Y, you can see what's ahead of you, and I miss that from the X. The X is like the Y of the S, and the Y is the Y of the. That doesn't make any sense. I will stop myself right now. So the Y is an SUV experience without feeling like you're driving an SUV,
Mm-hmm.
and the S just sits lower. Let's put that as that. So that's a thing of preference. It's a matter of preference. If you like to cruise and just chill, I feel as though either one will be fun, but the Y just takes it a whole lot more. You know, it takes it up a notch, basically, in terms of fun and rideability.
And that was your other topic, fun factor.
Fun factor. Yeah, so that's it.
So you covered it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's up to you. You can't go wrong with either one. And be mindful, while Tesla quotes over 300 miles, I think the Model S is about, what is it, 390 or 409 miles. I'm off the top. The Model Y performance was 306 quoted when it was purchased. I'm not sure, but in real life you probably get about 200 and some change miles if you're driving like a human being. And in the Model S you probably get about 270 when you add people, when you add luggages, when you add driving conditions, if it's cold. There are so many factors that affect the range, but you are not getting that quoted range if you're going into it. There's been, it's a controversial topic. Tesla has their claims, but in real world, you are not getting those, especially in a colder environment. So be mindful of that. So your job is what, about 10, 15 miles away? And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't plug in for a week, how many times do you think you're going back and forth before you need to plug it in?
Maybe 4.
4 days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. I'm driving about 50 miles a day, and again, I'll do about 4 days if I'm pushing it. And I'm a spirited driver, so but if I'm doing about 50,
Spirited, huh?
that's how you put it.
Oh, okay.
A serious driver, you're serious about the road. Spirited.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm doing about 4 days before you get to that point where you're nervous about range. So that's pretty much it. So I hope we're able to, answer some questions for you if you were wondering, or confuse you furthermore to decide, which one you are interested in getting. But in terms of value, which is pretty much really what matters the most, you're better off with Model Y. The Model S and the Model X are, you really have to enjoy and feel
And
as though it's
yeah.
worth it.
And I was gonna say, I think we have the right cars for the right people.
Right.
Like, he's more into cars. He's a spirited driver, as he says. So I think the S fits him better, but I'm more practical. I'm not a big car person. I just want it to look nice, drive well, and be comfortable. And I feel like the Model Y fits me better for that.
Right. So if you have a family of about 4 or 5, and you care about value and you care about spending, I would definitely recommend the Y. But if you don't care about, money and all that, doesn't matter to you, it's not a factor in terms of what you're looking at before you make your purchase, then it's whatever. And also, don't rule out the Model 3. The Model 3 is a smaller, lower version of this vehicle. Yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching again. Again, like, subscribe, comment. We hope to bring you more videos like this. If you have questions, leave them in the comment as well. And we will catch you on the next one. Benga.
See ya.
Adios.
Now, see if you like that footage before.